it was real. It was not something that basically something that he thought that when he was doing the forex market, only to come to realize that it is the opposite of what he was thinking. So basically, today is just an interactive session whereby we'll be looking at some of the we'll be just be discussing about the forex market. Today we are not teaching anything. We just want to engage with you as our added followers. So I also be taking some of the questions zenye watu wamekuwa wakiuliza. So one of them nimeona Katera anauliza is trading worthwhile? Should you like consider forex trading being a worthwhile? And my answer is very simple. That's forex trading is something that you should consider as a forex. Is something that you sorry. Forex trading is something that you should actually be able to consider. You should be able to consider. There are various reasons why people usually join this forex market, but one of the things that I know about the forex market is that you have no boss. Okay, so that means that you are basically working on your own time schedule. So you'll be planning your own schedules. Now the other thing that why I would recommend that you consider this forex market is that the forex market is first of all is open 5 hour is open 24 hours 5 days in a week. So that means that whether you are here in Africa, whether you go to Europe or you go in any other part of the world, you can be able to trade in this forex market. Also, secondly, apart from the forex market being open 24 hours 5 days in a week, as well as the flexibility that it gives us, the other thing that I love the most about the forex market is that you are your own boss. Okay, no one will dictate to you maybe when you are supposed to like to start trading, when not to trade. This one is basically all your own decision that you'll be making. Another reason why maybe I can think why you should consider forex trading being a worthwhile is that there is no limit to how much you can go to make. You see, in forex we usually say that as long as you have that skill, okay, there is no limit to how much you can go to make in the forex market. You can make as little as $1 to as many millions as you can. Secondly, like right now, we have these accounts that are pro funds, and this is one of the emerging markets in the forex market, whereby you can get funded from $5,000 to $20,000, and that also can mean that if you are very good in this forex market, if you are very good in trading, and you have that skill, there is immense potential for you to make money in the forex market. Secondly, why you should consider forex trading being a worthwhile. Apart from like trading for the forex itself, you are not only limited to trading the forex itself. Okay, you can also be able to make different ways. You can also be able to make money in different ways from this forex market. One of them in Apanga e-trading. The other one you can offer, like if you are a very good forex trader, you can offer copy trading service, which will also now increase some of the money that you can do to make in the forex market. In addition to that, also you can even decide to trade in the profile market. That also increases more money for you. That means that you have more money for you to trade in this forex market. So, is it something that you should consider? Definitely yes. Okay. Also, is this something that you should consider to diversify maybe your portfolio? That's also something that you that's an answer for me. An answer is yes. Okay, because this forex is a real market. Okay, just like we have like the stock market. Okay, now the slight advantage about the forex market is that the forex market is open 24 hours 5 days in a week. Secondly, like unlike the stock market, whereby the stock market it is usually open at around 9:30 and it is closed at around 3:30. That's basically having just few hours you can be able to trade. So this means that in the forex market you can be able to combine both of them. You can be able to combine your work as well as trading. Now the other thing about this forex market is we have different trading styles. Like we have like the scalpers, we have the day traders, we have the swing traders, we have the position traders. So if maybe you have all the time, okay, or maybe you don't have anything else to do, maybe you want to focus purely on the forex, you can come to realize that you are more of a scalper or a day trader. Now, in the event maybe you are someone that has a side hustle or you have like your main job, you can decide to choose like the swing trading and the position trading style as your way of trading. So that means that you can combine like your usual 9 to 5 job with forex trading, And what happens is that since there is no limit to how much you can be able to make, you will always get those great opportunities to trade stress-free in the market. Someone is okay. The sound. We have a problem with the sound. Can you be able to hear me? I think we have the problem with the sound. We have just 1 minute. Thank you for that correction. I hope saizi mnaweza tusikia vizuri. So today, hii session ya leo, we basically be talking about people's experiences about the forex market, how their journey has been, some of the mistakes maybe you can tell somebody to run from it before kimrambe hapo hivyo nje. Naona Kate anasema his friend has lost around $218 na hajai recover from that particular day. You know? Now, that's what happens in the forex market. Sometimes what happens is that you can be able to sorry. Oh, so that friend of ours is saying that he lost around $218 in the forex market na bado hajaweza kurecover. Well, now losing and in the forex market, losing and winning is usually like the two possibilities. Okay. Now, if you have like that perfect skill to trade, okay, you'll always be able to have an edge over the market. In trading, we don't say that each and every trade you take will be a winner. Okay. Also, there is no strategy that will guarantee you 100% profit all the time. But what matters the most for you as a forex trader is you having the edge over the market or having that skill to know when to enter and when to exit the forex market. Now, I usually see that most of the people they usually focus on strategies. Okay, and if somebody like is very new in this forex market, unapatanga they are jumping from one strategy to another, trying to look for that perfect setup. Now, what they don't know is that there is nothing like a perfect strategy, and there is no strategy that will guarantee you 100% profit all the time. But if you have an edge over the market, you always be in profit. Now, another thing, I remember like one of the mistakes nilikuwa nafanya one of the mistakes that I did when I was starting out in my trading journey is that I had read so many trading strategies, and then I was practicing them a lot. Okay, so what happens is that it came at a point whereby in my trading journey I had that what we call analysis paralysis because I've read so many trading strategies and I've been practicing them for quite some time. You start getting confused in the forex market, whereby unapata this strategy is showing you maybe to buy, this other strategy is showing you to sell, this other strategy is showing you that there is no setup. And it's easier for you if you have been having different trading strategies. If you have been having like different trading strategies to trade, it's easier for you to get that confusion. And how I was able to overcome like that, how I was able to overcome that confusion because I had read so many trading strategies that I decided to focus on one or two strategies. Okay, even right now, I just have two trading strategies that I usually focus on. Okay, and what happens is that after I decided that I'm going to discard all those other trading strategies and I decided to follow these two trading strategies, my trading basically starts improving. And I also started having confidence in the market that I didn't have when I was starting out, that I didn't have because of the so many strategies that I had read out there. So my advice to you, if you are maybe you are beginning your if you are maybe you are beginning your trading journey, don't just focus on having one or two trading strategies. I usually tell people, imagine we have this trader, okay? We have this type of trader whereby this type of trader, Wakwanza, we started the year in 2025. So, maybe 2025 in January, he identified only two trading strategies, okay? And he has been practicing them for all these months, okay? Assuming now maybe by December, he'll have practiced only those two trading strategies. You see, there will be a very big difference between this trader and another trader that started at the same time, but for him, he has run like 20 trading strategies within the whole year. Okay, you see, this trader that has only on this trader that has only two trading strategies, okay, he have learned about the market ins and out. He have learned about the strength, the weakness of that trading strategies. Also, he will have already mastered the entries, the exit. He will have mastered about the risk management. Okay, so the probability of this trader that has only two strategies to his life to embed his life to change, as well as for that trader to have consistency trading, is usually higher. Okay, as opposed to this type of trader whereby for him he has been within the whole year he has been jumping from one strategy to another. Unapata maybe anafanya analysis these 2 months, the next 2 months anasoma another one, the next week anasoma another trading strategy. You see, yes, you'd have learned about 20 strategies, but you wouldn't have mastered it. Okay, and 1 year from now, these two traders, the one with just two trading strategies, will be able to see better results than this trader that has learned 20 strategies. Now, when I was starting out, I used to be this type of trader. Yule mwenye akona like so many trading strategies. Okay, but with time, I've come to discard so many trading strategies and only focus on two. Another thing that maybe nilikuwa nafanya when I was starting out in my another thing that I was starting out another thing that I was doing when I was starting out in my trading strategy in my trading journey is that for me I used to over risk. Nilikuwa mse mwenye alikuwa na ignore this so much. So what used to happen is that if I deposited like $20 in my account, I used to aim to double that account in a day. Okay. If I deposited like even if I deposited like $100, my target was always to double, because at that particular time I used to believe that no risk no Ferrari. So yangu ilikuwa kujaribu ku double those accounts. Now the truth is this, okay? Now trying having that mindset of if you deposit amount you must be able to double it each and every day. That is not something that is usually sustainable in the forex market. Any trader that has been in this market for quite some time will tell you that this truth that you cannot be able to, it's practically impossible for you to be doubling your account each and every time. And for my own, what used to happen is that the number of times I deposited was more than the number of times I withdrew from trading when my aim, my mindset was to double this account, okay? But when I started to trade in line with my trading plan, okay, kila time anytime I'm executing my trades, I was trading according to my trading plan. I started even to see more consistent results. Okay. Now, I should tell people we have this type of radar. We have this type of radar. We have this one. The first one, this radar looks like this. And when you have this other type of radar, okay. Now, assuming we have two types of traders, okay. One is a high risk, the other one is a low risk, okay. Now, this radar represents that trader that is high risk, okay. Anytime that he makes money, because it's a high risk, he make more. Okay. Also, that day that he lose more. Okay. So if maybe I've deposited like for this trader, assuming this trader has deposited like $1,000 and this other trader has deposited $1,000. Okay. The difference in the result of these two there'll be a very big difference in the long term. Okay. Whereby we find that this trader maybe because he's a high risk type of trader, the first day unaweza pata ametengeneza like 200, the second day ametengeneza 100, the other day ametengeneza like 500, okay? But also the day that he's losing, he'll be losing so much, okay? Now we have this other type of trader whereby for him, a deposit is just the same $1,000, but for him, ana target like just $50 in a day. Ana target like $30 in a day, something that he knows that he can able to achieve. You see, this type of trader atapata better results. Okay, even when he's having a bad trading day, okay, he'll easily be able to recoup that loss and make more profit. So yangu is just but to encourage you, since we are talking about our trading experiences. It's just but to encourage you that don't be that type of trader who is a high risk. Okay, yes, najonga watu wengi husema no risk no Ferrari, but trust you me, it's not something that you can able to do consistently. There is a reason why unapatanga banks have some of the best traders, and we have so many participants in the market. Like we have banks, we have companies, we have corporations, we have hedge funds, and all these participants in the forex market, they have the forex traders. But we find that per annum, maybe we are finding that they are making like 20-30% of that capital of the money that they have in a year. Okay, You see, for them, they can able to generate that consistently, stress-free, with peace of mind. Okay. Now, this type of trading, the other one in high risk, is not something that is usually like sustainable over time. Nataka pia tuongee about your trading experiences. Anataka kupandishwa hapo hivyo tuongee kuhusu your trading experiences, ama you share your experience as well as some of the mistakes maybe you can like to advise somebody that is starting his forex trading journey. Okay, I don't know if there is someone that wants to ask some of the questions, some of the questions that mtu anaweza kuwa nayo people to jibu, as well as we can also look at some of the myths that are usually in this forex market. I remember my introduction to this forex market was because I wanted to make so much money in the forex market, and I had seen somebody make some good amount of money. So I always thought that if I join this forex market, I'd be able to make the same amount of money with that person. So what happened is that for me, when I joined this forex market, mine was I used to think that forex trading was a get rich scheme, whereby within like 1 month, since I'd already seen my friend making some, I'd already seen my friend making some money. I always thought that within 1 month nitakuwa nimetengeneza like hiyo $1,000. Like that was my intention when I was joining out this forex market. But the more I joined the forex market, the more I learned about it, the more also I came to realize that this forex market was not as fancy as always thought. Because for this forex market, I need to have the knowledge. I need to have invested in a lot of knowledge from the basics. Okay, like from the basics about what is forex. I need to identify a trading strategy. I needed also to learn about risk management. Also needed to take some time to learn to practice in the demo, and all these things usually take quite some time. So this is one of the things that most people when they are being introduced in this forex market, they always think that join TUI market, the next few weeks he'll be making those extreme amount of money. But the truth is, forex trading is a skill like any other. Assuming you are learning, you want to learn about driving. You see, if you want to if you want to learn driving, you just enroll in a driving school, and then in that driving school you are able to learn about the market. You are able to learn about how to drive that particular cars. You basically learn about the basics of about the cars, or the basics about driving, and then later now you start now going to doing the practice, on the road. The more you do the practice on the road, the more you usually gain experience, the more you usually gain confidence. And several months later, you can comfortably be able to drive on our highways very easily. Now, that's the same thing with the forex market. Okay, most of the people they usually join this forex market because of the promised returns that they have seen other traders do. But the truth is, what they don't tell you is that forex is a skill like any other. It will require time, it will require discipline, as well as a lot of patience for you to be able to make money. Now, the best thing about this market, Piani, the best thing about this forex market is that there is no limit to how much you can go to make. As long as you have that skill, that's what really matters the most in this forex market. Now, another thing that anytime I remember, also when I was starting out in my trading, I used to think that I needed a lot of capital to start my trading journey. That was like one of the things that I used to think. And I remember at some point, I usually thought that I started telling myself that I need to get like a very big job so that I can able to finally start my trading. But the truth is this: when it comes to trading, you don't require to have so much amount of money. You can start with as little as $30 to start trading. Okay, what matters the most when it comes to trading is what matters the most when it comes to trading is the knowledge. Okay, the knowledge about when to enter and about when to exit, as well as what matters the most when it comes to trading is basically the knowledge. Okay, having mastered that particular skill, because even if you have like $1,000, okay, or assuming you have like $1,000, okay, without the forex trading skill, okay, you will easily be able to grow this amount. Okay, now there's this other trader Monya at a deposit like that $100. Okay, but this type of trader, because he had that skill, he can really be able to make even $10 or $20 each and every day and make it consistently. So that was one of the things that I usually thought about when I was beginning my forex trading journey. I used to think that I require a lot of capital, but the truth is, with the forex market, there are some brokers that allow you to deposit as little as $10. But I would advise you to, the minimum you can start trading with is around $50 or $100. That is, if you are trading professionally. I usually tell people don't go below $100. This is the logic behind it. Okay, if I deposited like if I maybe have deposited like $10 in my account, okay, and this is the one that I'm saying that I want to start trading. Within just one trade or two trade, I can easily be able to lose this amount, But if I deposited like $100 and maybe I'm observing good risk management, maybe I'm risking like $5 to per trade. You see, I have to take like 20 trades before I can be able to grow this account. Now this one is what professional traders usually do. Okay, they're able to spread their risk across so many trades. Okay, as opposed to we're depositing just $10 and you want to trade and you want to trade in such a manner that this $10 unataka ikubaie kitu yote. So yangu ni just to encourage you. Yes, I know the minimum deposit for in a forex broker is the minimum deposit in a forex broker is $10, but if you're starting a trading journey, $100 is something that I would recommend somebody to consider. Now, another thing that I used to think when I was starting out my trading is that the more I trade, the more profit the more it will transition to my trades, the more it will transition to profits. Like I used to think that if if I take like 20 trades, or if I take like 20 to 30 trades in a day, this will ensure that I've made more profit. But over time, I've come to realize that this was just but a myth. Okay, in trading, okay, there are some traders that usually take like 10 trades in a month, and they're usually very profitable. Okay, so having more trade does not equate to more profits. Okay, there's a trader who will make these 30 trades, and at the end of the day, will be at a loss. There's also another trader that will just trade 10 trades in a month and will be profitable. What matters the most for the forex trading is choosing the quality over quantity. I used to think, Kumuka, when I was starting out, I started also as a scalper. So for a scalper, it means that I used to take so many trades I used to make so many trades in a day. Also, it also meant that I used to exit my trades so early. Like nikichukua trade like 5 pips, 10 pips nishatoka. But over time, I've come to realize that it's quality over quantity. Now another thing that nakumbuka nikianzia my trading journey that I used to think when I was starting out my trading is that I must be able to watch the forex market 24 hours, 5 days in a week. That's what I used to think, that I must stop everything that I'm doing and now focus on the forex market. Now it is very dangerous for you if you have not achieved consistency in trading. If you have not achieved that consistency in trading, you drop your work, you stop working and you focus on trading. Now I used to think that mimi nitakuwa nikitrade since now nataka kwenda full time. I used to think that I'll be trading 24 hours, 5 days in a week. Okay, but with over time I've come to realize that if you're out there and you're considering to if you're out there and you're considering forex if you're out there and you're considering to trade in the forex market, okay, first of all, take your time. Okay, take your time to learn the basics, take your time to learn about trading strategies, take your time to have risk management, and then when you have gotten out those trading profits, okay, or when you're consistently a profitable trader, now you can decide to transition on a lead account. Okay, also don't be like a demo warrior. Umetrade kwa demo, umeona imepatia like some good profit, and then you decide now you want to start trading. Now you are ready to start trading in the real market, and you want to trade it full time. Okay, if you are out there and maybe you are still practicing on a demo, my advice is that in a demo account, your emotions are not usually tested. Okay, how you react to emotions such as fear, greed, overconfidence have not really been tested, and it's only in a real account that your emotions will be tested. So anytime that you'll be transitioning from a demo account to a real account, I would also recommend you, even if maybe you have that potential to deposit like $1,000 or more, always start with a small capital. Okay, because now in a demo your emotions are not usually tested, and in a live account, that's when the emotions are usually tested. So mine is just but to encourage you, because when I was starting out, I used to think that I need to trade those 24 hours, 5 days in a week. But the truth is, it's not a must. Also, we have different trading strategies. We have like the swing trading strategy. For the swing trading, that means that you'll be using like higher time frame for your analysis. Also, that means that the number of trades you'll be taking, they are not so much, but the number of trades you'll be targeting is high. So if you're like, if already you are working, I would recommend maybe consider swing trading as part of your trading strategy. Okay, the swing trading strategy. Now, if maybe you are at home, the day trading and swing trading, the day trading, the day trading or scalping would be like the most probable. Now, I think the other myth that I used to the other myth that I used to have, the other thing that I used to think when I was starting out is that I sorry. The other myth that I used to think when I was starting out is that the news are usually very useless to consider. That was one of the things that I used to think that I should not be able to consider how news and economic events will affect my current will affect the currency that I'll be trading. And then now I used to think that just focus on technical analysis. Where wisdom dictates, over time, I've come to realize that there are some news for you as a forex trader you cannot afford to ignore. Anytime to connect news come as CPI, anytime you have news such as FOMC, anytime you have NFP, anytime you have the interest rates, those are some of the news that you cannot be able to ignore. So that means that anytime you are trading as a forex trader, okay, always go and check the news. That's one of the things that I used to think. Nilikuwa nadhani ati news ni vitu zingine useless sana. But news, those fundamental analysis, they work hand in hand with technical analysis. So as a forex trader, that's something that you should be able to consider. Now the last thing I think naweza kumbuka when I was starting out my forex trading journey is that I used to think that I need to be a genius in mathematics. I used to think that I must have degree in finance, I must have degree in economics, so that I can be able to trade in this forex market. But the truth is this, okay? Forex is a skill like any other. And they hear it from me because I studied economics back in campus. And the truth is this, there's nothing that we covered about in the economic class that is there in the forex market. Maybe for that person that did study economics, the only thing anaweza kuwa nayo advantage ni kuinterpret the news peke yake. But this forex is a skill like any other. You don't have to be a math genius. You don't have to have degrees. You don't have to be that educated for you to be able to make money in this forex market. What matters the most is the skill. Okay, what matters the most is the skill. I don't know if you have any question as well as comments about your experiences in your trading. Uh, uh, okay. I don't know. Mr. Blizzard, do you offer forex classes? Yes, we do offer forex trading classes. We do train from beginner to advanced levels of trading, what we call price action. We are located along Zeka Road, Spar Mall, second floor, Export Trading. Okay. Now the mode of running for our forex trading training is physical here in our physical offices along Zeka Road, as well as online session with the trainer through the Zoom session with the trainer for those people that are not able to come for the physical classes. Now, in addition to that, also in our training, we do have an e-learning portal that contains some of the modules that will be. We do have our e-learning portal that contains all the modules that we'll be covering, from like the beginner to those advanced levels of trading. Now, we are the only school that has this e-learning portal, and this learning portal is absolutely free, and it's for each and every student that enrolls to us. In addition to that, also we do offer lifetime mentorship, whereby once you have been our student, you can always access. Once you have been our student, you can always be able to access your forex trainer anytime, any day, in the event that you're having market challenges. Okay. Now, in addition to that, also there's also something that I wanted to add. We also have a YouTube channel. Okay. Now that YouTube channel, it contains all the videos, all the quality content about the forex market. So that one is also a very good place to kickstart your trading journey. We do talk about the forex market, also all these live sessions that we've been having for all